Hi Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at the month ahead. So doing the weekly, monthly readings all in one. So we'll be looking at October 2023. I am a little bit hectic the next few weeks. So sorry in advance for any delays on the channel. Hopefully I will sort of have close to the regular timetable going on. I'm just super busy moving house at the moment, so I am sorry about any delays that we may experience. But today we are I've got the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. I do have the Dream Lenormand for the main portion. And we also have a new Love Oracle deck here, the Soul Connections When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle as well. So as always, well, not always, but I will be dividing the month up by start, middle, and end. So we'll have a look at what's coming through for you in October. Okay, Pisces. What's going on for Pisces in October? Start of the month, we do have the spaceship card there. Sorry, the camera doesn't really pick some of these cards up very well, but there we go. It does say don't be afraid to sing. A very Pisces-esque card. This is mermaids flying around in space, so you know, can't go wrong with the mermaid reference for Pisces. But yeah, don't be afraid to sing, Pisces. So at the start of October, there's a need for you to, you know, have your voice out, whether that be, you know, singing along to actual music. Like it definitely could be a very literal thing, like you know, some important music coming through for you this month at the start of the month, you know, a lot of song synchronicities and that sort of thing. But I do really feel for a lot of you Pisces, this is talking about, you know, don't be afraid to use your voice and speak your mind and, you know, sing your own praises, sing the praises of others around you as well. So don't be afraid to sing at the start of October. Okay, don't hide your voice. Let it out. All right. Then toward the middle of October, we do have the Homeward card, which that one does say take yourself out on a date. Okay, so take yourself out on a date. Treat yourself special. You know, whatever that means for you, doing something solely for yourself, solely to sort of look after yourself, you know, spend some quality time with yourself. Okay, and then toward the end of the month, we do have the Villain card coming out. So another great card there. I really like this one. You can see there the imagery is this girl at the beach about to smash open this shell with a big, she's got a big rock up here in her hands. So, you know, it does say you can always rewrite the story. So don't be afraid to be the villain, you know, in somebody else's story. You know the truth of your own story. You know what aims you are achieving. So sometimes that comes across to other people as you're the villain in their story. It reminds me of that meme, I'll be the villain in your story because we all know you're the clown in mine. Okay, so don't be afraid to be the villain in somebody else's story, because, you know, a lot of the time when other people perceive you as the villain, it's because you're doing the right thing for yourself. Okay, so, you know, looking after yourself and, you know, taking yourself out on a date. If that means that you end up being the villain to somebody else, so be it. Okay, you are looking out for Pisces and Pisces' highest good. You're not out there to please everybody else and be, you know, a sweet little cupcake to everybody in their story. You are there for your story, Pisces. Very interesting. But I do quite like that energy of that card. It is you know, it's not necessarily like an evil villain, so to speak. It's being a villain, you know, in order to look after yourself. It's all about perception. Once again, reminding me of that meme where it does say, I'll be the villain in your story, but as long as you know that you're the clown in mine. So it's all down to perception. Sometimes you've got to be the bad guy. So, and with that sing reference, maybe playing that song on repeat, that bad guy song, or hi, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me. Some great songs for you to be listening to in October. Okay, so Pisces, what's going on for Pisces in October, please? Okay, and can I just get some clarity in regard to that third card, please? End of October for Pisces, what is that in regard to? Okay. So Pisces, the start of October, we are seeing the bear energy. Okay, so the bear is all about protecting yourself. Don't be afraid to use your voice, stand in your own power, and sing if you need to. Sing out loudly. I'm not going to let you walk all over me. Okay, you're not a doormat. You're a strong bear. You can stand up for yourself, strong and powerful. It does talk about having strong boundaries and not allowing people to cross them. The bear can be very protective of those it loves. I do feel as though this bear is, you protecting yourself, not necessarily, protecting anybody else in particular. This is all about you standing up for yourself and standing up for your boundaries, not allowing people to cross your boundaries or push your boundaries. Okay, so I do just feel that, don't be afraid to, with that oracle saying, don't be afraid to sing. Also, don't be afraid to roar. Don't be afraid to be the villain if you need to, and roar your little heart out, Pisces. I do feel that with this sort of a message coming through, it does sort of lead me to believe that there is going to be somebody in your energy at the start of October who is going to be trying to push those boundaries and kind of forcing that voice to bubble up in you, forcing that big roar to come out of you, Pisces. So don't be afraid to be in that bear energy where you are a little bit protective of yourself and guarded and a little bit defensive even. Sometimes we can take it a little bit far and be overprotective, but I feel as though that's what you're being guided to do at the moment. There is a need for you to stand up strong and protect yourself and be on your guard against other people at the moment. And we all know if you get too close to a bear, it'll rip your face off. So get ripping, Pisces. It's get roaring and what's that, rip roaring? I'm just getting there, Pisces, that you definitely maybe roaring at somebody at the start of October, because I just feel as though that's letting us know that somebody is going to be trying to sort of push push. Don't poke the bear. And here they are, poke, trying to poke you, Pisces. And it's going to be fine for you to stand up and say, look, you've just crossed my boundary. That's it. I'm not dealing with this. And, roaring a little bit at them if necessary. Don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to let it all out. Okay, Pisces. Especially this person, that's what they're doing. They're poking the bear. They're trying to prod a reaction from you. So it's kind of letting you know that, don't feel as though you need to hold back at this time. You do need to, I feel that that's letting you know that there may be a little bit of a verbal altercation, that you may be, literally yelling at somebody or something like that at the start of October. Then when we do see taking yourself out on a date, we also have the incense burner coming through. So that to me is a very magical element, that incense burner, because it talks about, burning away something in order to cleanse. Okay, so it's kind of like, phoenix from the ashes type energy, where you do need to burn something away in order to cleanse yourself, your space, and that fresh thing coming in. So it's kind of like that, the death of the phoenix creates a brand new phoenix. it does very strongly talk to me a little bit of, magic and, the smoke in the air. It is actually, so when I say smoke in the air, I do sort of mean like any confusion, any clouded judgments around you. It is kind of the magic that's necessary for you to be able to cleanse and start on over and really sort of find your way through the smoke and find, I'm just getting that there's this element of, like it's kind of like a mirror maze where you're sort of fighting through to find the right path, and then all of a sudden you pop out and here you are. So I'm just getting that vibe of Pisces, popping out of the smoke and just coming out of nowhere, and all of a sudden they just materialize out of smoke. So like a genie coming from the lamp, and that's really what you need to sort of embody in the middle of the month there. I am just getting that there is a bit of magic with that, and it's a very cleansing magic for you, Pisces, towards the middle of the month, and it is strongly linking up with that homeward, taking yourself out on a date, looking after yourself, nurturing yourself. If you are finding, especially if you're finding yourself, in feeling like you are sort of hidden in a cloud, away from the world, or hidden in a cloud of confusion or doubt, anxiety, anything like that, that all of a sudden you just pop out and here you are out in the fresh world. And when you pop your head out, it's like a brand new start, a brand new, breath of fresh air, so to speak. So I am just getting that, there may be a little bit of, cloudedness in the middle of the month there. But once you pop your head out of that, it's actually enabling you to have a brand new, fresh start and, really see your way clear from there on out. So it's kind of like the haze that's needed, the fog is lifting, those kinds of energies coming through there toward the middle of the month. Okay. So yeah, don't be afraid if there is a little bit of, mid-month, you do just sort of have a few days where you are feeling a bit, clouded, a bit, hazy, a bit like smoky type thoughts I'm getting there, where you're just not even sort of connecting with yourself. So I do feel that for a lot of you Pisces, there will be a little period of haziness throughout the middle of the month, but then that actually leading you through to, as long as you're taking care of yourself during that time, it's actually leading you through to a much clearer zone where you sort of pop, like I said, pop your head out and all of a sudden the smoke is cleared. And that's what I'm kind of getting with that, is it's kind of a necessary, little bubble that you're going to find yourself in for a couple of days, so that you can then sort of pop your head out back into the world and get on with it. And it's just going to really sort of refresh you to have those couple of days where you are just allowing yourself to just be a little bit hazy and just look after yourself and just focus on, with that homeward card, I would sort of say just focus on, home life and just chilling. Nothing too serious in that little time period. If you, but don't be afraid if you do sort of experience a bit of haziness, middle of the month there, because it's just sort of giving me that vibe of, uh, it's kind of what's needed for you to be able to have that clean start, that cleansing. It's kind of a cleanse for you, this haziness that you're going to find yourself in. I obviously wouldn't be making any, serious life choices if you are feeling a bit hazy for a few days. But once you find your way through that, you will be finding, fresh start, fresh beginning, and you'll be able to see a lot. You'll be able to see things a lot more clearly on the other side of that. So allow yourself those little hazy moments, okay, if you're finding them. Because then toward the end of the month, we are seeing the rider, which is actually, I've clarified that with the clover. So we are seeing a stroke of luck coming through at the end of the month there. This is a stroke of good fortune, good luck, some sort of news related to that. It's coming toward you. So it's not really, sometimes the clover can talk about taking a chance, taking a risk, but this is actually coming towards you. So it's not you going out and taking some big risk. It's just some sort of random good luck coming towards you. So something's just going to sort of happen out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, wow, I've had such a lucky couple of days. This is like after you've had that haziness, you've cleansed yourself, your home, your area, your thoughts, and then all of a sudden you're just feeling like, wow, I'm on a roll lately. I found a 4-leaf clover, and then I found $5, and then I thought, oh, that's fantastic, and then I found $20, and just those sorts of, just like circumstantial good luck is what I'm kind of getting from that. It could be in the form of an actual person, bringing you good news about, oh, we've had a really great successful quarter at the job, so everyone's getting a promotion. There may be somebody linked with that to, coming forward and telling you about some of these fortunate events around you. But I do feel ultimately for a lot of you, this is just circumstantial good luck, just surrounding you and just popping up out of nowhere here and there, just those random lucky things, and just feeling like, just stopping and looking at yourself and going, you know what, I'm really lucky at the moment. I've had a really lucky kind of week. Everything seems to have worked out exactly how I want it to, and I'm ending the month on a bit of a high. I feel for you. The end of October, it will sort of feel like you've had, that big cleanse, and then all of a sudden it just feels like, wow, things are just going the way I need them to go from here on out. All right, but we'll see if there's anything else important that wants to sort of be known. Important message for Pisces in regard to October, please. Yeah, so it's just letting us know, we do have the mountain followed by the ring. So it's just letting us know that, just remember that any obstacles, it's all just part of the cycle, that life is peaks and valleys. It's never, just a flat line. Life always has these peaks and valleys where, sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down. And it's just letting us know that, sometimes there's some challenges, but once you get over them, it's smooth sailing, and then we'll find another challenge, and then and it's just letting us know that this is all just part of the cycle, just part of the the circle of life. This is just part and parcel. So just taking it and flowing with it, going with the flow, going with the whether you're on an up or a down, just sort of going with it and knowing that you are going to go back up to a better spot if you were in those lows. Just know this is just a temporary low. Life has a way of bringing me back up again. Okay, so I just feel as though that's important, because someone needs to hear that and be reminded of that, and remind yourself of that during this month. Okay, but we'll see what wants to come out in regard to love. Okay, romantic love for Pisces during October, please. What's going on for Pisces with romantic love in October? Okay, so once again, that message that I did say, I asked for an important message, and we did see the obstacles, challenges, and reminding ourselves that that's just part and parcel of life. And then, interestingly enough, what do we see? But we see challenges and obstacles both coming out for you when it comes to love. Okay, so challenges does say all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. And obstacles, look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. Okay, so once again, just letting us know that, everybody faces obstacles and challenges. It's about finding other ways around them. It's about, actually achieving the resolution to these challenges, and that's what sort of makes you remarkable. Okay, so we do have the remarkable card there. It does say notice everything remarkable about your relationships. So that does ask us to really pay attention to the things that stand out about you and the way that you love, the things that have been sort of remarkable, remarkable obstacles, even remarkable challenges that you've sensed in your past relationships and connections there, and taking notice of those, because once again, it is all just part of that circle of life, but also there's some things that are unique to you and your life and your path and your challenges. They're completely unique to you and your lover, or your the relationships that you've been in, and taking notice of those. So not just the bad things, of course, but the remarkable small moments that you've experienced with love, and really paying attention to those things and saying, you know, in this particular relationship, there was something really remarkable about that person, because they're the only person I've ever met who thought about things this particular way, or did something like this, and and just taking note of those small little things, because you may be the only one who's experienced those things, in love, in your group of friends or family, or whatever, and these things are going to mean something strong for you going forward in the future. Those remarkable things. I do find it important to note there the remarkable card there. We do see the red rose, we do see some rings, but we also see the sheet music in the background as well. So once again, getting drawn back to the music connotation that we saw with the "Don't Be Afraid to Sing" in the start of October there. So there may be something for some of you in past relationships to do with music, or singing specifically, and taking note of that, and really sort of showing the universe a bit of gratitude that you've had the experience, that remarkable experience, that you may never sort of meet someone who does something like that ever again, or actually using that to manifest that. I found that remarkable about this person. I want to manifest this in my next partner. Is that that little remarkable thing that I really have a lot of gratitude for that person for showing me that possibility, um, and using that to manifest for yourself in the future as well. So not clearly seeing any people jumping out of the woodwork for you in the month of October, Pisces. But as always, feel more than welcome to check out our other readings. We do quite a lot of love readings throughout the month. I will be doing shadow work next weekend on the full moon, the next batch of all signs, but I should be probably chucking a love one in there as well, so keep your eyes out for that one, but more than welcome to check all your other placements and whatnot as well. But thank you so much for your time today, Pisces. Hopefully we'll see you all again soon.